Hey guys, Omni here. I know I'm kind of late to this one, but I finally saw Evil Dead Rise, and I just want to give you guys my thoughts on it. Probably won't take too long on this one just because it has been a little while since the movie actually came out, so I'll just kind of get right into it. As far as my history with the franchise itself, I've seen the original, I've seen the remake, and now I've seen Evil Dead Rise. I've never seen Evil Dead 2 or Army of Darkness or Ash vs. the Evil Dead. I haven't seen all of that. I was a huge fan of the original film, and I really thought the reboot did a really good job at bringing that same kind of idea to a more modern time and taking it into a whole kind of more serious direction. Not that the original didn't, because a lot of the camp with the original just kind of came with the cheapness of the effects at the time. From what I'm aware about what happened after that is that due to that, they just kind of ran with the camp. Could be wrong about that. That's just what I kind of heard through the grapevine. But I've never traveled down that road. It's been something I've really wanted to do. Finally actually watch those other two sequels. As I understand it, with this being the 5th installment, they are all kind of interwoven together in a way, or at least they've been making attempts to do that. I know there was a scrapped plan to cross over Ash's Evil Dead series with the remake, but that got scrapped in the preceding years, and then this is kind of the result of that. This kind of came out of that whole idea. It's still executive produced by Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell. I won't say anything about the film, but there's nods to the other films in this movie. I gotta say, I had a lot of fun with this. I really enjoyed the ride. I do think that in the early onset of the film, like maybe the first quarter, it was just kind of edited weird. Once all the supernatural stuff happens is when the movie gets going. And I really liked it from that point onward, because I wasn't too sure. I was okay, I like the vibe, I like the aesthetic, but the pacing in those early couple of scenes was a little weird. It was a little odd. And I was very curious to see how that evolved. But like I said, once the crazy stuff started to happen, I thought the movie was just kind of popping off. The entire cast was really pretty solid in this. I've not seen any of them in anything at all. They're all names new to me. Just like with the writer-director of this, Lee Cronin, not seen a darn thing they've done before either. And I'm pretty impressed with this. It still kind of has, while it feels like a happy medium in a way between the 2013 remake and the original, it still kind of goes down that road of hyper-violence to the point some of the things that happen is kind of cartoony and kind of ridiculous, but it doesn't play it like it is. So it is kind of this weird blend, and I found it kind of fun in this twisted kind of way. This is extremely gory. It is extremely brutal. There's a lot of great body horror in this one as well. You know, it kind of leans more into what I remember from the 2013 reboot, which in and of itself, that one was more like torture prawny a little bit. And I think it kind of skirted that line to kind of keep focused on what the story was. And, I won't give anything away, but this definitely kind of like sets up or builds out a little bit of the mythos a little bit beyond what has been set up before. And I kind of like that. While being very similar, it does try to distinguish itself in some ways. And the family, after that just kind of weird introduction, I don't want to say weird. It was like exposition, the introduction to a family kind of thing. But once you get to know them, once everything starts to happen and they come together under the weight of everything that's going on, they are a really cute family, and you don't want anything bad to happen to them. And there's a residence in this house, and also the change of setting, not being like a rural cabin or anything like that. We are in urban, I believe, Los Angeles, as they are in this condemned apartment building. As our lead, I think Lily Sullivan, who plays the lead, is a touring guitar technician who, gets some news, comes back home to see her sister, who is played by Alyssa Sutherland, and, that's kind of where things kick in. There's a little tremor, an earthquake that unearths some secrets beneath this condemned apartment building, and they stumble upon it. I will say, the standout in this, for me, I thought, was actually the young girl who plays Cassie, Nell Fisher. I thought she did a really good job. I think everybody did a really good job in this, just as far as performances go. But yeah, it was fun. It was a nice little entry. It by no means is it for the faint of heart, but that is kind of to be expected with this franchise. There is a lot of blood, like an egregious amount. I don't know if you could say there's more than the 2013 movie where it quite literally was raining blood, but they tried. They tried. I had fun with this one. I like the horror. I like the special effects. I like the gore. I like the heart. I had fun with this one, man. And again, it just kind of gets me more intrigued and enthralled about diving deeper into this world that Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell kind of created and crafted. So we'll kind of see if that journey happens, how that goes about. I've had it on my poll, both Evil Dead and Army of Darkness, for a couple of months now, but nobody has voted for them. And they were suggested once or twice, and I've just left them on there despite not having get any votes because I do want to watch them. So I may just have to make the executive decision just to do that myself one of these days, but we'll see how that goes. But guys, have you seen Evil Dead Rise? What did you think? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Make sure if you enjoy this review, please leave a like, drop a comment, subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. But before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny Share, Ryan Karen, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yuri Korskon, Margaret Grace, Melita, Robert Anguiano, Raven McCann, Jeffrey Hale, M. Sephiroth, Jake Control, Josh Lee, and Tiff. Thank you guys so much for your continued support, but that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you all in the next one. Take care, everybody.